Hey guys, I'm the Game here, back with another video, and today I'm doing another collection video, and this is going to be another CD collection video on the extra channel. And today I'm going to be showing off, as you can see, my Manafest CD collection. Now, I've been looking forward to making this video for quite a long time. Manafest is one of my all-time favorite artists. In case you don't know who he is, Christopher Greenwood, aka Manafest, he's a Canadian like rapper, also skateboarder as well. I've only been a fan of him for only about a year, but I quickly became such a huge fan of the guy that I actually decided only a few months ago now, I decided to make it a goal of mine to collect every single album of his, at least studio album. Because I know he has like other CDs and stuff, but I wanted to focus on just like the studio albums. I did the same thing with Skillet this time last year, actually, if you guys remember. I did a whole video showing off like my Skillet collection stuff. Well, yeah, this year I wanted to do the same thing with Manifest. I wanted to like, get every single like album of his physically on CD. And yeah, and just today I managed to complete the set. And it's funny that today I managed to complete it because today I'm filming is actually the release of his new album, Learning How to Be Human. Yeah, I don't have it currently because I didn't pre-order it, but I will definitely get that at some point. But yeah, his new album is literally out today. It's fitting that today was the day that I ended up completing the set. But yeah, so here it is. What would have been a complete Manifest CD collection, I guess it isn't anymore because, again, like the new album's out. But anyway, but it is pretty much still complete. So yeah, again, these are all just the studio albums, none of like the EPs or anything. So you won't see like, Misled Youth or Stories Since '79, none of that, just the main studio albums. And yeah, and this is all of them. Again, except for the new one, which just came out today. So yeah, so quick pan through all these, and we'll go through each one by one, tell you a little bit about them, tell you some of my favorite tracks from each one. And yeah, so let's just get straight into it. So starting off with, this is the one that I got today in the post. We have My Own Thing. This is his very first CD from 2003. There's a track list right there. 19 songs. I believe this is the longest of all of these albums. Yeah, 19 tracks. Although there's quite a few interludes on here, as you can see as well. So yeah, this was released independently by his own label, Manafest Productions. And yeah, there he is. So yeah, so I literally just got this in the post today. This was the only CD of his I had to import. The rest of these were pretty easy to get for the most part. I mean, some were definitely a lot more expensive than others, but this one was not only the most expensive, like this was the one I paid the most amount of money for. I spent like 20 quid on this in total. But this is a pretty rare CD, so, it's kind of like 20 quid wasn't too bad for it. But yeah, but as well as that, I did actually have to import this. I bought this on Discogs, actually. And yeah, and I got it from a Canadian seller. And yeah, Manifest himself is Canadian, so, like, naturally, like, a lot of his stuff was easier to find there, So, yeah, but it's in really good condition. I mean, considering, like, this is over 20 years old, I mean, just look at it. Not a single crack or anything. If we look at the inside real quick, there's a disc right there. There's the notes and stuff. Yeah, it's in impeccable condition. Like, I was just blown away, honestly, Considering, like, how rare the CD is and how old it is now, it's... Again, it looks almost brand new. Like, I was just blown away. But, yeah, so there it is, the first album. Some of my favourite tracks on here include the title track, My Own Thing, What I Got to Say, You Don't Know Me, Manifesto, Feel It. And yeah, and this album was mainly hip-hop. I mean, there was a couple of rock tracks at the end, Stressed Out being one of them, but for the most part, Manifest was mainly just like a hip-hop artist at this point. But yeah, so that's the first album right there, My Own Thing. And then we have the second one, Epiphany, released in 2005. This was his first album to be released on a label. He was signed to BC Records around this time. And yeah, some of the songs that were on the first album actually reappear on this one. So, like, for example, What I Got to Say is on here again. You Don't Know Me, Manifesto, Stressed Out. Yeah, so some songs from the first album, but also some new ones as well, like Rodeo, Skills, featuring Trevor McNevin from TFK. The first of many, many collabs he would do with Trevor. And yeah, just a really solid album all around. And yeah, another one that's in really good condition. There it is. Yeah, this one I also got on Discogs, but it was fairly cheap actually. I got it from a UK seller. He originally was asking like £7 for it, I think, but I managed to send him an offer for like a fiver or whatever it was, so I managed to get it for a bit cheaper than usual, which was good because this album's surprisingly, like, you know, definitely not as rare as my own thing, but yeah, it's quite expensive, so the fact I was able to get this for only a fiver was pretty insane. All right, and next we have Glory, released in 2006. I think this might be his best-selling album, or definitely one of his most well-known ones. This has his biggest hit on it, Impossible, featuring Trevor. So yeah, I think that has like 2 million streams on Spotify. That's like his biggest song. But yeah, BEC Records again. Another like solid album. Again, mainly hip-hop, but there is some like rock influence, like the first song, Don't Turn Away, you know, that's a quite heavy rock song. Bounce, that one's really catchy, I like that one a lot. Critics, Where Are You, which is about his dad. And yeah, another really solid album from Manafest. There it is, Glory. Yeah, there was also a deluxe edition of this as well, which came out years later, which has like some bonus tracks, but this is just the regular one. All right, next we have Citizens Active. This came out in 2008. Yeah, this was when like the rock influence started to was more noticeable, I guess. Still a lot of really good hip-hop tracks, like 4321. Yeah, but like definitely leaning a lot more towards the rock, you know, with songs like So Beautiful and Kick It. Again, with Trevor McNevin, you're going to see his name a lot on these albums, trust me. Yeah, Enhanced CD, BEC again. So yeah, this album actually did pretty well in Japan, actually. Not sure how well it did in like the US or Canada, but I know in Japan, this album actually did surprisingly well. Like Manafest was really popular in Japan for a brief period of time. But yeah, I think I got this one off eBay as well. This was actually brand new. This was brand new and sealed when I got it. But yeah, it was like a fiver, I think. Pretty cheap. All right, and then we have probably his most iconic album, The Chase, released in 2010. This was my introduction to Manafest, as well as the first CD of his that I had. I had this CD like over a year before I got all the others. So yeah, so my introduction to Manafest was actually a pretty weird one, actually. So I remember it was like 2017, 2018. I was like going on YouTube, and I was specifically looking for new Limp Bizkit songs or something. I forgot exactly what it was I was searching for, but it was like something to do with Limp Bizkit. And I found this one video that claimed to be like a leaked new Limp Bizkit song at the time. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it was like new Limp Bizkit song 2017, Bring the Ruckus or whatever. And I clicked on it, and it was Bring the Ruckus by Manafest. And I didn't realize at the time. At first, I thought it was actually like a leaked Limp Bizkit song or something, because it definitely sounded a lot like Limp Bizkit, especially like Gold Cobra era Limp Bizkit, it sounded like. But then I eventually found out that it wasn't Limp Bizkit, it was Manafest. So that was how I discovered him. That was actually how I discovered Manafest, like no joke. Bring the Ruckus was the first song of his I ever heard. And this album's fucking amazing. I mean, I love just about every song on here. No Plan B, Fire in the Kitchen, Supernatural, Bring the Ruckus, of course, Avalanche, Renegade, The Chase. Just an amazing album. This is by far my favorite of his. Absolutely fucking love it. But yeah, there it is. Yeah, I got this one off eBay as well. It was like £3 something. So yeah, absolutely amazing album. And this album's pretty much like purely rock. Like at this point, he pretty much like abandoned the hip hop for the most part. And this is when he became like, you know, like mostly rock, you know. All right, next we have Fighter, which came out in 2012. This one I also got brand new and sealed, I remember. This one wasn't as good in my opinion, like nowhere near as good, which is a shame, like coming off the Chase, but you know, still got some decent tracks on it. Throw It Away is one of my favorites on here, and Human, fucking love that song. That's probably my favorite Manafest song of all time. I absolutely love Human. That's such a damn good song. Prison Break's another really good one, but yeah, just not as good as the Chase in my personal opinion, but yeah, there it is. I think this was like £4 something off eBay. So yeah, another really cheap one. All right, next we have The Moment, released in 2014. This was his last album to be released on a label, because after this he would go back to be independent. Yeah, this one is another really, really solid one. This is probably like my second favorite Manafest album. You know, got The Moment, Edge of My Life, Cage, Diamonds, probably my favourite one here. Again with Trevor McNevin. Ball in a China Shop. Yeah, just I absolutely adore this album. It's so damn good. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, this one was pretty pricey actually. This one cost me like 15 quid, I think, off Amazon. Like this one, I don't know why, but this one's actually like really, really expensive. On eBay, it's like £22. This was like the second most expensive Manafest album. Again, I don't know why it's so expensive, because it's nowhere near as rare as, say, like My Own Thing. But it just is for some reason. Alright, and then next up we have Reborn, which, as you can see, this one's actually signed. This was his first, well, not his first independent album, but the first independent album, like, after he was signed, if that makes sense. Because he went back to being independent in 2015, because he didn't want to deal with, like, any of the label stuff anymore. So yes, this one was released independently. This one, I'm going to be honest, I actually haven't listened to all the way through. I mean, I do like a few of the songs on here. Army's definitely my favourite on here. Let You Drive's pretty good as well. But I haven't heard every single song, I'm going to be honest. So I really need to get around to doing that. But yeah, it's still really cool to have like a signed CD, you know. I didn't even intend for that, you know. I bought this off Amazon. And yeah, I had no idea I would end up getting a signed copy. But yeah, pretty cool to have that. Alright, and the next we have Stones. This one came out in 2017. This one still has the Momox sticker on the back. I really need to take that off. But yeah, again, another one that I haven't listened to all the way through. I really should do. But yeah, I really do like the title track on here, Stones. I think 5 stars pretty decent as well. But yeah, I really need to like listen to the rest of it at some point. The disc is in here, but yeah, really cool artwork. Next, This Is Not the End, released in 2019. Another one of my favorites of his, probably like my third favorite, I'd say. I was listening to this like recently, and it is really, really freaking good. Another one of my favorite songs of his, All Time High. This Is Not the End is really good. Kamikaze, I really like. Insomnia, really amazing song. Just, yeah, one of my all-time favorites of his. Absolutely love this album. Yeah, pretty cool. The disc in this one's actually really awkward to get to. It's on this side for some reason. I don't know if you can even see that, but yeah, the disc is in there. I can't be asked to get it out, but yeah, it's really awkward to get to. It's not on the other side for some reason. All right, and then for the last one here, we have I Run With Wolves, released in 2022. This one I also got brand new and sealed. Yeah, this was his newest album until, well, today. Yeah, again, another really solid one. Really like the title track. Gravity Falls, and another one of my all-time favourites, again with Trevor. Nemesis, really damn good. Break the Habit, Light It Up, Unsecret. Yeah, just another really solid album. And yeah, and the disc is also on the left side of this one as well, which is, again, it makes it really awkward to get out. But there's also a booklet inside of it as well. So yeah, these two also had booklets as well. But like I said, like it's going to be a pain to try and get out with one hand. So I decided not to bother. But yeah, basically that's it, guys. That's the Manafest collection. Like I said, I don't have the new album, Learning How to Be Human. It literally just came out. I will definitely be getting it though. The only reason why I don't have it is because, well, I wanted to get it. I really wanted to pre-order the CD, but it was just a tad bit too expensive because it was coming from, you know, a different country, and I had to pay like, what was it, like $9 shipping or something, and the CD itself was like $20. So yeah, so if I did buy it, it would have been really, really expensive, and I already spent enough money as it is, especially trying to get the first album over there. You know, I mean, that alone was 20 quid. Most of these CDs were pretty cheap, but yeah, there was a handful that were pretty damn expensive. Like some of the newer ones were like £11. So yeah, so I've decided just to wait pretty much until either the CD gets cheaper, or maybe when like it's stocked on Amazon, because currently you can only get the new album off Manafest's own website, which is I think manifestshop.com. That's the only place you can get it so far. So unless other retailers start selling it or something, I'm just gonna wait a while. But yeah, I will definitely get it. Trust me, I will definitely get Learning How to Be Human at some point. And you know, I might get some of Manifest's other CDs as well. I really want to get his first ever release, the Misled Youth EP from 2001. That one's insanely hard to find. I can only find like 2 copies for sale on the whole of the internet, both on Discogs, and they were both like £60 each from Canada. Way too expensive, but man, I would love to own that. You know, Manafest's first ever release. And I'd also love to own the live album he released as well in 2011, I think. Live in concert, which also comes with a DVD as well. I love to get that because that has a lot of songs from The Chase on it. But yeah, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with what I've got now. You know, I mean, this is like, I've been collecting these CDs for a good few months now. And yeah, I'm just happy to finally complete the set now. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what's your favorite Manafest album and your favorite Manafest song. And I'm going to end this video off with a shout out that I actually got from Manafest himself when he was doing a live stream. He was doing like a listening party or something for one of his new songs, and he was answering some questions, and I was in there, and yeah, and he actually answered my questions. So I'm gonna end the video with that, I guess. Also, real quick before I end this video, I just want to quickly show you guys this last thing I have. I own a Manafest The Chase 10th anniversary hoodie. This came directly from his website, Manafest Shop, and yeah, it's really damn cool. There's the back there. The Chase Tour 2010 with all the places he went to on tour. Manafest.net, and yeah, it's a really awesome hoodie, you know. Absolutely love this thing. You know, he is selling like other merch and stuff that you can buy on his website, but yeah, this is just really damn cool because obviously it's based on my favorite album, The Chase, and yeah, I just absolutely love this hoodie. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly show that off, and yeah, now for the shout out, I guess I got from Manafest. Well, not really a shout out, but you know, just him answering my question in a live stream.
I'm broadcasting here from Toronto, Canada. Old and New Gamer says, I just got the Epiphany CD in the post today. That's sick. That's so sick, dude. I'm so glad you got that. Let me just click on it. Okay, cool. So I got that.